welcome back to my channel. Happy birthday to me for tomorrow. Happy birthday to me. Today I will be showing you this colourful Pride Month inspired, it's Zay Bebe on Instagram inspired makeup look. Love this look. I fell in love with her. I actually got a chance to find out about It's Zay Bebe's existence through all this beautiful, inspiring movement that's going on right now. People are coming together and it makes me so happy and so proud that people took this issue seriously. I'm really happy that even from something as sad as George Floyd's death, something great is happening and it makes me really happy. So without further ado, if you would like to celebrate my birthday with me by watching this video, then carry on watching. Oh, this whole thing, I got it from my bestie for my birthday. Thank you, Kinga. Okay, so Zay actually did her rainbow reverse to what I want to do. Well, obviously my inner corner is going to be yellow, but I want the red tones, the warm tones on the top, and then the blues, the purples and the greens on the bottom. She's stunning and I love this makeup look. The palette that I'm going to be using, with regards to what this video is about, what I am trying to make with this video, it might seem controversial to some people, but it is your choice to make your own opinion, mind up about this person. I am going to be using the Jawbreaker palette. Jeffree Star has a history when it comes to racial slurs. However, I feel like he has grown. He has apologized, like he's actively apologized for the past. However, the racial slurs weren't about me. It's not my place to forgive him, but in my eyes, he has apologized for his past. If you don't feel comfortable using his products, I completely understand. If you're a person of colour and don't feel comfortable using his products, you don't want to support him, that is absolutely fine. I understand. You can use any other colourful palette. However, that is the palette that I'm using today. As always, I'm going to start off with my eyes because of all the fallout and all of that jazz. I want the base to look as fresh as possible, so I leave it last. I'm going to prime my lids with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Eye Primer. I love this stuff. However, if we're talking about people of colour, the shade range of this needs to be extended. Okay, and the makeup look is fairly simple. All you need is rainbow colours and really pack them on your lid. The rhinestones do the job as well, which I do have. I bought some on eBay. They were literally like £2 and that's gonna jazz everything up. However, you want a nice pigmented colour on the lid prior to the rhinestones because it's just, overall, it's a really good look. I'm going to start off with Wow, which is the yellow shade in the Jawbreaker palette. And I'm going to pack this on the inner third of my lid, and then you want it pretty much to your brow. However, I'm just packing it on and then I'm going to blend it so it fades into that brow. And I am going to take it a little bit further because my next shade is orange and I want it to be nice and vibrant, and by adding a bit of yellow underneath, it's going to make it nice and neon and vibrant and just exactly how I want it. Next shade, orange. In my case, it is Suck. This is a very orange leaning red, which is why it is worth putting that yellow underneath. And again, I'm patting it on the lid and then slowly kind of fading it up. I'm gonna go back to my yellow and help to blend these two, and then my orange again, just go in between the two colours. Alright, and let's pick up the red. In my case, it's Licorice, and I'm putting that on the remaining third of my eye. And again, you kind of want majority of it to be bold, but it's not going to look that nice if it's not blended. I'm even going to take a clean brush and blend the very edge. And because this is leaning a bit more like really dark pink, I'm going to mix in a bit of Suck, which is the orange. And then again, I'm just blending that edge. Almost done with the top lid. All there's left is to begin the fade with what's going to be underneath, and I'm going for purple. It's going to be purple and then blue and then green and then yellow again. However, there's no purple in this palette, so what I'm going to try, and in theory it should work, well, there is a purple. The Bite Me shade is shimmery and I don't want that. So in theory what I can do, and what I'm going to try out, is take a little bit of Delicious, which is the navy, and I'm going to gradually blend it into the red, which, if you know your rainbow, should give us a purple. I'm not adding a lot. I don't want this to be a very dark look. I'm just making small circular motions and then just blending a little bit of Delicious on that outer corner. I'm going to use the same brush to pick up Licorice and blend that in there as well. If you have a purple, all you need to do is just add a little bit of that on the outer corner. Okay, I like that. I think that's it for now. I'm going to go off camera and do this eye and I'll be right back. Okay, the other eye is done. Let's do the base. Today's foundation is from a black owned company. I am using I Am Magic foundation from Juvia's Place. I highly recommend it. Unfortunately, you will have to pay customs here in England, but if you don't have to pay customs, this is a fantastic foundation and it's somewhat affordable. Ah, no! Oh man, I should have used Revolution Tammy collaboration. I just remembered. I should have used the Revolution Tammy collaboration because it has all the shade that I would need. Sorry, Tammy. But I also really like this palette, very pigmented, and yeah, sorry, I just remembered. Oh man. And I remembered about that palette because I'm going to bronze with Revolution Fast Base Foundation. I'm really mad at myself for not using that palette. Let's just move on. I'm going to bronze and contour with the Fast Base Foundation from Revolution in F14. For my concealer today, I'm going to be using Collection Lasting Perfection Concealer. They have recently extended their shade range. Still could be a little bit better. There's still about 15 shades of white and then maybe 4 or 5 tan, maybe deep shades. So there's still a lot of work. It's still better than completely ignoring certain skin tones. And to set my under eye, I'm going to be using a powder that for a very long time was praised for the fact that it's really true to its name. It's no colour powder and it does look good on quite a lot of skin tones. It does have flashback though, so make sure you use it sparingly. However, I love it. I'm using RCMA no colour powder today. Alright, to bronze a little bit more, I'm going to use another Revolution collaboration. This time it is with Patricia Bright. She did a fantastic job with these. She came out with 3 face palettes and an eyeshadow palette as well. I'm gonna go for the bronzer, which is in the middle first. By the way, the shade that I'm using is Moonlight Glow. Because I don't powder my whole face, I sometimes do like to use powder bronzer on top of my cream bronzer to set it. Now it's time for one of my favourite blushes. This is my go-to blush if I can't be bothered to mix eyeshadow to put on my face. This is the blush I go for, and again it is the Patricia Bright. It looks so natural and you can literally pile it on. It never goes patchy. It always looks nice. The only product I'm not like the biggest fan of in this palette is the highlight. It is a little glittery. It works, it's fine. I do use it every now and again. However, it's not going to be the highlighter for today. My highlighter of choice for today is the At Hat Revolution Rose Gold Glow, just because I want to be blinding. I want to have a wet looking glow. Okay, so I actually kind of started what is going to happen on the bottom lid. When I was doing my concealer, I avoided that blend that naturally happened when I was applying the Delicious shade. I love when camera cuts me off and I have no idea when I stopped. What was the last thing I said? So it looks like you completely missed on the lower lash line application. I'm just going to let you know what shades I used. I started off with Delicious and I dragged it about quarter of a way in with a pencil brush. I blended out the edges. I then took Soaked, overlaid a little bit of that over Delicious and dragged it another over quarter way in, blended that out. Next was Sour, which is the green. This really needs working in, so I tried to pile it on as much as possible so you can see that I do have a green on my lower lash line. And then I took the tiniest little bit of Wow again, which is the yellow, and applied a little bit of that. I do apologize. I'll try and do better next time. I completely did not realize that my camera cut me off. Putting lashes on when you lash permed your lashes wrong. Okay, I'm just gonna leave this lash the way it is. Just ignore how this is stuck on. Before I add the rhinestones, I'm going to do my brows, and I spoke too soon when I said I don't like the Revolution Soap Brow Soap. It's a little tricky. There is a learning curve with this. Basically, what I did wrong the first time is applied this soap and it was still very, very wet on my brows. So what I do now is do the same thing. I spray the soap, I pick it up on my spoolie, I brush through my brows, and then once the soap is like kind of dry, I brush them up in the place that I want them. When the soap is a little too wet, it basically isn't as firm as it should be. There's one thing that I still think could be better, and it's the fact that it has like this sheen to it almost. Still don't like that. And all of a sudden I kind of want to take these shadows up a little bit higher than I had them earlier. So I just took a little bit of yellow. Now I'm putting a bit of orange. So like almost into my brow. I might leave this the way it is because I kind of like that fade there. I don't think it would add anything to the look if I took the red up to my brow. And that is it for my brows today. I'm not filling them in. You are welcome to do so if you want. I'm just leaving mine naturally bushy. And now the very, very exciting part, the rhinestones. Like I said at the beginning, I bought some rhinestones on eBay. I actually bought a bunch, but these are the rainbow coloured ones. And basically, all I need to do is get some lash glue. I'm gonna draw in a couple of dots and then stick the corresponding shade of a rhinestone onto that portion of the lid. They are pretty big, so I'm not putting on a lot. That looks so cool. I mean, don't tell me it does not look cool, because it looks cool. OMG. I love it. Okay, let me rhinestone my other eye and I will be right back. Okay, to finish off this look, I'm going to do my lips. I'm going to go with Gigi Good inspired lip today because I really like that fake highlight thing. I'm going to start off by taking Jeffree Star liquid lipstick in Drug Lord, and what I want to do is go just ever so slightly outside my lips on my Cupid's bow. However, to stop this from spreading when I apply my lipstick, I take a Q-tip and clean my actual lip. For my lips today, ideally I would want to use something like Color Drain, but I actually don't own any lipsticks from Color Drain. Guess what I'm buying tonight? Instead, I'm going to use the Sephora Lip Stain in 32. I think I might have gone too pale today. In that case, I'm going to take a little bit of Leo and an angled brush, and I'm going to outline my lips. Okay, you guys, so here it is. This is my final rainbow pride birthday rhinestones makeup look inspired by It's Zay Baby on Instagram. Go and follow her. Her makeup looks are amazing. Celebrate my birthday this year with me by checking the people I link down below, by educating yourself on Black Lives Matter. A lot of us aren't aware of the privileges we have as a white person, so yeah, it's a very difficult topic, but make sure to check out all the people I've linked down below. It would mean so much to me. And I would like to say to every single person that's on this platform, on my channel, that watches me, is subscribed to me, you are beautiful. I love you. Thank you so much for being here. It means so much to me to see your comments, to see the likes, to see the views. It brings joy to my heart to know I have a community that I do have, and I love you. And if I don't stop, I'm gonna start crying. So don't cry. Got it. I hope you have enjoyed that. If you did, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. You are the best. I hope to see you next time.